necessity. 고맙지만 고맙지 않은데 You know I don't want to know. I don't want no more, no more. I don't want to know. Gotta get up now. Gotta get up now. I don't have to know. Gotta get up now. Get up, yeah. Everybody says 나의 꿈을 찾아. Right here, right now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 더위 찾으면 안 되는 걸까? 왜 그런 거야? I'm okay just the way I am. I'm okay with what I do. 상관없는데 이 끝이 없는 조언들 너만한 necessity. 고맙지만 고맙지 않은데 You know I don't want to know. I don't want no more, no more. I don't want to know. Gotta get up now. Gotta get up now. I don't have to know. Gotta get up now. Get up, yeah. I'm okay. I'm okay. Just the way I am. You know I'm okay. I'm okay. Just the way I am. You know
City boy with a country swing. First we went from the court to the base, back to the course of my younger days. Lived through it all, but still nothing changed. Forever be me till I'm in the grave. Face on my problems, don't run away. Stand on my feelings, don't need a chase. Just shoot me straight. I'm like an acrobat, a circus act, like they got me in a cage. I could go tit for tat, the gift the gap, but can't give it to the hate. I'ma just tip my cap and dip right back to my little happy place. Back on the 9 to 5 again. Steady just working for Saturday. I've been going through the motions, trying to find my way. Never notice if you notice, start smiling way. All dry, stay focused, setting my little pace. And now all I have to say, I was the boy with the plan, that turned me into a man. And man, I keep winning and winning again. Whoops, I did it again. On business is right where I stand. Never been slipping on sand. And man, I keep winning and winning again. Whoops, I did it again. I was the boy with the plan, that turned me into a man. And man, I keep winning and winning again. Oops, I did it again. On business is right where I stand. Never been slipping on sand. And man, I keep winning and winning again. Oops, I did it again. Oh man, there he goes again. Every quarter records rolling in. Then the quarters get to rolling in. Turning change right to paper. Turning paper to the banks. I can't lie, sucker, save it. So I slip some in the safe, throw the key away. Mama been worried, but she knows where I've been. I've been grinding down dirty, stay awake till I can. Swear I'm tired, been hurting, but I stick to the plan. All my life, I ain't worried, leave the earth where I stand. I've been going through the motions, trying to find my way. Never notice if you notice, start smiling way. All dry, stay focused, setting my little pace. And now all I have to say, I was the boy with the plan, that turned me into a man. And man, I keep winning and winning again. Whoops, I did it again. On business is right where I stand. Never been slipping on sand. And man, I keep winning and winning again. Whoops, I did it again. I was the boy with the plan, that turned me into a man. And man, I keep winning and winning again. Oops, I did it again. where I stand. Never been to this right where I stand. And man, I keep winning and winning again. Oops, I did it again.
When he lost his Donda, when my father left me, you were there to heal the pain I conquered. I never pay you back for what that meant to me. Some scars just fade physically, but never leave mentally. It's where people spiritually can connected turn to enemies, and memories turn to villain origin accessories. And I'm the bad guy yet again. Spent so much time trying to find who the victim is. It's probably both of us, but neither one is giving in. So here we go again, throwing punches at each other's ribs. Gunshots sting like a buckshot. The pain hits deep, it's like my heart becomes a blood clot. Love dots, you're unblocked. Just to get this message, hope you get it on your bus stop. And then the bus crash, your true intentions unmasked. This should have been a fairy tale ending, but you uncast. I know it hurts bad, but you know you deserve that. We'll never have the life we once had. Hey. Emotional trauma with a prima donna. Hey. Yeah. Emotional trauma with you. I got my problems with you, but I can never get away. I wish my brain had a hard drive that I could reset. Wish I made the right decisions, but it's hard to reject. Moving on, but you got me on both sides of the fence. Left your mark forever, that's without a scar on the flesh. Wish that I was sick and didn't hit the bar when we met. And spent my money time with you just to be in this debt. See you happy somewhere else while I've been filled with regret. Try to find someone to blame, but it's just cause and effect. Hey. I thought that was the truth, cause nothing lasts forever, that's except for me and you. Young and unaware of all the shit that we would do. Try to make it out alive, but didn't make it through. Your parents probably hate me, but my mom still always asks if we're getting back together, even though it ended bad. Forward thinking, haunted by the habits of my past. Precious moments with you, girl, you even met my dad. And any girl after you won't ever have the pleasure. So I guess it's part of why it's hard for me to ease the pressure. So many years, so many times I can't remember. Fear I'll lose them all forever. Hey. Yeah, emotional trauma with a prima donna. Yeah, emotional trauma with you. I got my problems with you, but I can never get away. I can never get away. So I can never get away.
Radio station.
Hashtag.
Yeah.
Live for radio. The Underground.
Yeah, stepping in the spot like she own it. Looking like the world is your runway. She can set it off like a gunplay. Oh my, yeah. Talk of the city with that body. Always getting praised like it's Sunday. She said, baby, what you gonna do about it? Loving your vibe, girl. That energy got me going. Yeah, that thing's so vibrant. I wanna know if you can give me the keys to your heart, baby. All I need is you. All I need is you. Ewe muleji, you right next to me. Moji mule na vanemia yila, vanemia yila. Ewe muleji. She says she need me like heartbeat. Drive me the bed like a RV. Hugging the curves on that body. She bring the heat like wasabi. Promise not to test your heart. We just can't be kept apart. Yeah, yeah. Baby, you the best by far. Always go the extra mile. Yeah, yeah. All I need is you. All I need is you. Loving your vibe, girl. That energy got me going. It's my baby. That thing's so vibrant. Keys to your heart, baby girl. Ewe muleji, you right next to me. Moji mule na vanemia yila, vanemia yila. Ewe muleji, mami venaki. Moji mule na vanemia yila, vanemia yila.
And of course, it is exactly 32 minutes after the hour 8 o'clock, and it is a beautiful Monday morning where momentum builds up only right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. Your energetic start to the day, accompanied by a daily dose of positivity. A very good morning to you. I hope that you are having a great Monday morning, which is very cold. For some, we are enjoying the weather. I don't know about you, but of course, we know that winter is right here on our door. So I hope that you're going to be connecting with us on all social media platforms. Right now we are live on YouTube. We're also live on Underground Radio. The simple thing that you can do is to use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show if you are on YouTube, and if you're listening on Underground Radio, do make sure that you download the app because it is both available on iOS and Android. WhatsApp is open for voice note and for calls. 0604933226. That's the number that you need to call us or talk with us on. So many things, of course, need to be unpacked because we are from the weekend. We just want to know from you, how was your weekend? What is it that you did? Because yesterday it was a beautiful Mother's Day, and as the Vooka Breakfast Show, we wished our beautiful mothers a happy and a wonderful Mother's Day. And of course, if you didn't get the wish, happy Mother's Day. I believe this month should be dedicated to all of the mothers out there. So of course, so many things that are going to be taking place and interesting as we are heading to the Topsy Knowledge Knockout that will be taking place right here in Dobsonville Mall on the 16th of May. So if you have a child who is in a grade 4 and grade 7, this is an opportunity for them to compete right there on the Topsy Knowledge Knockout. And of course, when you talk about this challenge, there are prizes that are going to be won because it is the time for the Topsy Knowledge Knockout kids to knock their heads on right there. And Dobsonville Mall, the bright sparks from grade 4 to 7, as I mentioned, will go head to head in spelling and general knowledge on the May of 16th, which is this Saturday that we are heading to. Only 24 contestants and 3 big winners, and prizes that include a Dell laptop, a Samsung tablet, and Hisense tablet. Guardians, register your learners now. 1 entry per child with consent required. Full details are on the Dobsonville Facebook Mall page. Knowledge takes the stage and your champion could shine on that day. So if you have a child or you know someone that has a child who is in grade 4 or in grade 7, please let them know that the Dobsonville has a knowledge knockout that is going to be taking place on a Saturday. So there are terms and conditions that I'm going to go through right there because some of the conditions require you to enter the competition, because the guardians must also complete an official registration form as communicated by the promoter. So we are going to be streaming live. We are not going to be leaving you behind when it comes to this, because we're going to be streaming live the event that is going to be taking place right there at the Dobsonville Mall. So do make sure that you tune in and you comment down below if you have maybe a favorite learner that you're going to be loving, or you wish them luck when it comes to the competition. The competition registration, of course, they have started way before on the 14th of April, with the final competition taking place on the 16th of May, which is this Saturday. So we've got good news, of course, for the Dobsonville residents and all the residents of South Africa to come and participate and make sure that their kids go home with some awesome prizes right there. Interesting. I'm going to be back, of course, with so much information. And if you would like to know more information, you can simply just use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show and ask a question. Just for a beautiful morning check up on how our beautiful Vooka Nation is doing. Some of the comments came through right there. Z Elizabeth saying a very good morning, Vooka Nation, Underground Radio DBN, and the amazing breakfast team. Happy new week and hope you are all keeping well. Wishing you all a great day ahead. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. It is the 11th of May, a beautiful Monday morning, and we are looking forward to this, of course, week ahead of us, as we are keeping safe, as we are also keeping warm. Also, it's something that we are not forgetting at all. And then TK came through saying, good morning, Vooka family. Happy Monday to you all and a blessed week ahead. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Very good morning to you, TK. Hope that you're also having a great Monday morning. And then Mr. Mbimni coming through saying, a very good morning, Vooka Nation Underground Radio DBN team and our smart, creative, energetic Vooka team on a beautiful, sunny but slightly cold Monday morning. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Hashtag Si Vugile. That's what we aim to do each and every morning, to give you that energetic start to your day, accompanied by that positivity. We're talking everything positive because Mondays are always for building the momentum. Positivity is what we need. She comes through again saying, have a blessed Monday ahead. Stay safe and take care of yourself. Absolutely, that's what we are going to do. So many things have taken place during the week and of course looking for the week ahead, and one of the top international news headline is that is Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa going to step down as the president of South Africa, because the Phala files are starting to be unwrapped, and there's a lot of loopholes that they're starting to find, because the Madlanga Commission is also making sure that they're uncovering what we call the truth, right? We are going to be finding out soon when it comes to that. And speaking of that, we've got some of the news headlines that we're going to be going through at the top of the hour, which is 9 o'clock on the dot. So don't worry, I've got you covered when it comes to that. As I'm loving this beautiful Monday morning as we are heading for winter, it is the 11th of May, and we are inside day number 131st. If you didn't know, now you know that we are in a day number 131st. And the days that are remaining till we end the year is 234 days left and 33 weeks and 3 days to go, which is very interesting. So with the time that we have, we're going to make sure that we give you the best of the best. And speaking of the best of the best, you know that we always start your morning with some inspirational messages and quotes that are going to help you throughout your morning and throughout your day, right? One of the quotes that I have is from Malcolm X, saying, the future belongs to those who prepare for it today. So on this day, if you are taking the time to prepare yourself, or you're preparing for the future, it is going to belong to you. Those are the beautiful words from Malcolm X. And then an inspirational message that we have for you for this beautiful Monday, which is the 11th of May. As we reflect on progress and possibility, remember that growth, whether personal, professional, or national, comes from the preparation and courage. Technology, change, and even indulgence remind us that balance matters. Invest in your future, but don't forget to enjoy the present moment. Beautiful and profound words that we can use just to uplift ourselves, because we've got a very big week ahead of us. I hope that you're going to stay safe also and take care of yourself. All right, it is 19 minutes till we hit 9 o'clock on the dot. Still doing some morning checkups on how are you doing this morning, because I'm doing great. I have a lot of energy. I was resting during the weekend, and was doing some of the self-reflection, because you know that it is heading into the middle of the year, and a lot of people, when it comes to the middle of the year, they've got some self-reflection and they've got some checklist to check whether are they pursuing their goals, are they still looking out for themselves, right? And that's what we are going to be doing this morning, and so much that is going to be unpacked, and can't wait to be with you right there. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show is the hashtag that you need to use. You know that I'm not, of course, always rolling alone. I've always got my best team with me just to kickstart this beautiful morning. Mr. B joining me right here for this beautiful morning. How are you doing, my brother?
All is well, Mo. Good morning to the Vooka Nation. Mo, it's winter when it's cold and it's clear skies.
Yep. Clear blue skies.
Clear blue skies. We're already in the middle of winter, but like MooCee said, we're still in autumn. Funny enough, So yeah, it's it's beautifully cold.
Yeah.
Cold but beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful cold.
Because even if kind of load shedding, right? It's share small, but you can just take it and put it outside. Yeah. But other than that, I'm doing good. I had a good weekend. Yeah. Spending time with Umpilo Entle.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's very talkative, and this is where I start listening and start leaning in.
Yeah.
Right, so she's 5 years old, for those that are listening. And yeah, it was a beautiful weekend, and we got to spend quality time together. So yeah.
Yeah. And of
dope.
course,
That was dope.
looking back as it was Mother's Day, there were people who went out. Of course, there were events that were hosted, but most importantly, it was just to appreciate, the mothers that surround us and make sure that, we have what we have, right? And we saw on social media some people, going all out for their mothers. But for other people, there's still some of the conflicts that they're going through at home and things like that. But we always wish that people, can come, to a conclusion or a resolution of fixing whatever that they have with their own family members. Right?
Yeah. And you know how, especially with Father's Day, normally, right, you would find a lot of talks around some women saying that Nagim, happy Father's Day, because I'm playing the fatherly role. So I don't know if it's okay for us to say for all the men that are playing the motherly roles out there, for them, happy Mother's Day. But I don't know. We don't do that, Vel.
I mean,
funny enough.
Talking about that, I came across this post. This lady posted that when it's Mother's Day, it's all, gifting, showers, appreciation. But when it's Father's Day, guys, it's scenes after scenes scenes after. Because there are women who take the time to use Father's Day to shame their dads, of the kids. Like, guys, it's Father's Day more than anything, right? That man that you're trying to shame is a father to that kid. I mean, I feel like there are so many, things that people go through, so many things that you can go through as a man, to not support your kid. But appreciation, some of the men are like, what, we don't care. We don't care because there's so much that we are dealing on. But with the Mother's Day moments that you had, if you went maybe to an event and you want to share some of the pictures or your moments with us on how your Mother's Day was looking like, you can use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Come through and let us, of course, unpack that day. With that being said, 15 minutes till we hit 9 o'clock on the dot. Let me take a short break, and then when we come back, of course, we will unpack more of what we have for this beautiful Monday. Leaving you with some great sounds. Bonafide, I mean.
Heart beats up and down, I'm in a gambling phase. We're going round and round, it's a trampoline stay. Oh, it's like I never run out of breath, and I don't care if we make a mess. It doesn't matter what's coming next. So can we just be bonafide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer, can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love. Just wanna be yours. Can we just be bonafide? Can we just be bonafide? It's stuck in this situation and let go all inhibitions now with no intermission. Why are you so goddamn cold? Tell me why, 'cause you know this ain't no love. So can we just be bonafide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer, can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love. Just wanna be yours. Don't wanna be your love. Let's keep it on the low key.
It's exactly 12 minutes till we hit the 9 o'clock on the dot and still watching the Vooka Breakfast Show. Your energetic start to the day accompanied by a daily dose of positivity. It's a beautiful Monday morning. A warm momentum takes place. And of course, we are, preparing for the Dopsy Knowledge Knockout. It's time for the Dopsy Knowledge to take place at Dobsonville Mall. Bright sparks from grade 4 to 7 will go head to head in spelling and general knowledge on May 16th. Only 24 contestants, 3 big winners and prizes that include a Dell laptop, a Samsung tablet, and a Hisense tablet. Guardians, you need to register your learners now. If you have a learner who's in grade 4 and grade 7, this is the time for you to go and register your learner. 1 entry per child is allowed with consent required. And if you want the full details, they are on the Dobsonville Mall Facebook page. You know that things like this, it's when we allow knowledge to take place and your champion could shine. So do make sure that you register your kids right there. Very interesting. And speaking of interesting things, one of the discussion that we're about to have right now, and I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you if you've ever had an embarrassing moment in your life that you still remember up to date. But before we do that, some of the comments came through right there. The Queen, the Emperor, coming through saying, "Good morning, Vooka family and Underground Radio. I'm off to a protest as a journalist. And yes, I spoiled myself for Mother's Day. Happy new week." Wow, that started off so serious.
Yeah, but I'm shying on my rubber bullet. We don't want...
Yeah, protesting as a journalist.
Hey, rubber bullets fly, man.
And of course, as a journalist,
hopefully it's a peaceful one.
Yeah, peaceful protest. I mean, when we look into the world of journalism, what is it that you would be protesting about? Not sure, but we're willing to find out.
Freedom of speech.
Yeah. We're willing to find out from her because there's something that is taking place that is interesting in South Africa, where some of the powerful attorneys are in court, to debate this matter of the legal stuff that is taking place, that they want black people, 15%, if I'm not mistaken, 15% of these law firms need to have black people and ownership in that. But we're going to be exploring more in terms of what that means and what it entails, and how does that affect me and you if we are, the law students. We know that, universities out there, they offer law degrees and law courses out there. So there is so much, of course, to be unpacked and so much that we can know. But as I was talking about the embarrassing moment, we have all had that moment where time slows down for you and you feel like, I wish this could never have taken place. Your brain says abort mission, but your body keeps going. So let's discuss and let's talk about the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you. I know that when we talk about embarrassing moments, some of us, we always try to forget those moments and never ever relive that experience. But please dig in your brain, in your memory, to remind us and yourself of that embarrassing moment. Look, you're feeling confident, maybe even a bit impressive, walking into a meeting or a shop or a public space, and then boom, you greet the wrong person, wave back at someone who wasn't waving at you, or confidently walk into a glass door like it was not even there. Have you ever had an embarrassing moment?
It depends on how I look at it.
Yeah.
I think for the next person, it should have been an embarrassing moment, but because maybe for that thing I'm shameless.
Yeah.
I give it wasn't embarrassing.
It was not embarrassing.
So I've gone to work. Oh,
okay.
And it's like, guys.
But now the colleagues, signal you that, hey, my brother, something is off.
Well, I guess that's where the difference is. But I think I've had a couple of them. As a performer on stage, I've missed my lyrics and stuff, right?
In front of a crowd.
Actually, now that I think about it, it's I mean, I had a good way of covering it up, so people didn't really notice.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never fell off stage. I'm trying to think of an embarrassing moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's things that I've sort of recovered from. So I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, personally, I've got two
Okay.
that I can remember right now, right? Because the first one, it recently happened at the Rain Show, right? So there's a lady who work at these Japanese, teaching Japanese in SA. Right, I forgot her name.
Yeah.
She's this nice black lady, right? So she's just right here because I thought she was working for Rain Show, right? And while we get to their store, I guess she was not wearing this. What do you call this?
Gown.
Yeah, the gown.
Yeah.
That shows that she works there. So when you get there, this lady's like, you want to know how to write your name in Japanese, you know? So I'm not aware that
Did you say Japanese or Japanese?
Japanese,
Okay.
right? So I'm not aware that she's working with them. So I'm asking her that, what is your name in Japanese? And she tells me, and I laughed.
I remember you saying.
Yeah, so I laughed at her. Like, I'm like, you know, and at laughing, she's like, why are you laughing? And then she went on and wore her gown. And that's why I felt so. It's like sitting with someone and then you ask them that, hey, man, who's the CEO? And then they're like, I'm the CEO that you wish.
And then later on, it's like, okay, guys, let's welcome the CEO.
Yeah. But the most embarrassing one was when I was still at campus in Tamelin. So I don't know. There's this thing about private institution that, you know, it's embarrassing or it feels weird to go to the toilet, right? Especially in the morning before class commences, right? So this girl, because toilets in our campus, like they're next to each other, it's girls and boys, right? Each floor. So when we first arrived, so we arrive, you know, the same time, and then I'm trying to get in the toilet, but now it's like I don't want her, and she's like, maybe I don't want her to see, you know, going in the toilet. And then while we are trying to run away from each other, we go on the second floor together and then we bump into each other. Yeah, that was the most embarrassing moment. Like till today, guys, I'm thinking of like
that one should have been a beautiful love story.
You are, guys.
No, it should have been a beautiful love story, more especially when you guys in Chela years later. Do you know how you guys met? I wanted to use the toilet. She wanted to use the toilet because it's a multi-floor kind of set up your building where there's toilets on each floor on the stairs.
Yeah.
So you guys went in opposite stairs. And then you met.
We met there.
And then that's how we spoke. Okay, you know what? Let me wait for you, and then that's how you guys met.
No.
But I would say that's funny, embarrassing.
Yo.
Embarrassing, funny, funny, embarrassing, yeah.
Yeah, till today, man, I still feel so embarrassed.
Yeah.
Like, it's something that I cannot even get off my mind to say, why didn't just I go to the toilet? As simple as that. For the fact that we both tried to run away from each other and not see each other go into the toilet. Because, you know, you're going to the toilet to do your business right there. So we were like, how? Hey, you are here.
I just thought of one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this one was mind puzzling for me the way it happened. But so I'm with a friend of mine and I see a girl. That's my ex, and we're cool. Ne? So need to go here. I'm gonna go approach that girl, Jella, my friend. Because it's someone I know, it's someone, you know. And I don't know if maybe she didn't recognize me or see me or anything, but I told my friend, look, let me show you how sleek I am with the ladies. Yeah. So it was around here, man, like mo tabla pangatuya ngasizondi and stuff. So I walk up to her and I'm like, no, let me show you. And her words were
She already know you.
No, I mean, like it's cool as right? We grew up together. And then, like, now I was puzzled with Tamfetu. It's me, bro. Like, why would you do that? And then obviously, he laughed and I was embarrassed. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Because I couldn't reveal,
Yeah.
because game, I'm like, no, look, my game is so strong. Think him land.
Yeah.
So I couldn't say good time. Why is she acting all brand new?
Yeah. There's so many moments that we find ourselves, in when it comes to embarrassing moment. Because the other one, it was when I was traveling back home, and because in Jersey, it's like you travel an hour back home. So while the taxis are lining up, the next taxi that was about to head home, come to Dobsonville, was a 16 bus, right? And it looked like a scrap. So the queue marshal was like, hey guys, come in. I pretended to be on a phone call, so that
it can fill up.
Yeah, it can fill up and leave. So he notices that I want to get in the Quantum because the Quantum was next. So he's like, you cannot come here and choose your own comfort car here. Chief, people come here and when I was Moshe's car, hey, this guy swore at me with any, I don't know, with any way that could come to his mind. And mind you, while he's swearing at me, I have to walk down, and down the road is a line full of people, both this side and this side. So I'm walking in the middle while he's swearing at me as loud as he can.
Yeah, but that's harassment.
Yo, guys.
I don't want to lie.
Yo, like he was swearing at me.
No, I think there's a difference between harassment and
embarrassment. Yeah. Because that one, man, for me, man, like it felt so bad. It felt very bad.
Either way, it's my money.
Yes.
But the problem is we gatekeeper. So they'll make sure they make your life. I mean, remember there was a time where if you don't want to sit and wait for a taxi to fill up, you would have to walk a minimum of 1 or 2 kilometers to get a taxi that is moving. And I think as passengers, we experience this kind of abuse from Abu Driver and queue marshals.
Yeah.
It's like a taxi, but either way, I don't feel safe in this one. Yeah. So can I choose my own?
It was very bad. But
anyway,
some people laugh it off instantly while others replay the moment in their head every night for the next 10 years. I think I'm that person because you're like, what is it that I could have done, to prevent that moment from happening? And not knowing that sometimes it's just a moment that needed to happen in your life so that you can laugh things off,
And it depends with the lens that you look at it. Because with if you have this thing of being shameless, to you, that's not an embarrassing moment.
Yeah, it's like, so it happened. I was trying to run away from her. Then, we bumped into each other. Fun.
Right. So, we once spoke about shameless people, and what might be embarrassing for you, to the next person, it's not.
Yeah, it's normal.
Yep.
It's normal. And I would advise, one who's looking, for a serious recommendation to watch Shameless, by Frank Gallagher. That man is like, he is an example of what we call shameless, like shameless, because Frank wouldn't mind to trade his kid or his child for a roll of a joint.
By traders,
a crystal man.
By traders, is it forever?
No,
it's like
so there's a
thing for 2 days.
So there's a thing about Frank that he understands, right, with people that I don't think you would trade with me. I give you my child and then you give me a roll of joint. He knows that the kid will come back. So you're basically robbing yourself.
Okay, so it's calculated.
Yeah, it's calculated that I know what you're going to do. I mean, he doesn't care, man, who his daughter is dating, coming in and inside of the house. As long as he's eaten and smoked and drank, then Frank is okay with everything that he is going through throughout his day. So
I
yeah.
should really watch Shameless.
Yo, guys, Shameless is.
And I think it's 8 seasons now.
Yo, Shameless is like, I don't know, man, but it's a lot of seasons.
No, I remember looking at it and I saw so many seasons
and episodes inside of it, man. That's a lot. But that's a perfect example of,
someone who would never be embarrassed
of the things that they're doing. I mean, dating someone.
What do you think would make Frank embarrassed?
Frank embarrassed? I think because one thing that is deeply rooted in a lot of people is family, right? Frank would be embarrassed because one thing he didn't and he ran away from was his upbringing. His mom came back because his mom also was so neglective. Yeah, like she also smokes and like she doesn't care. So what would make Frank embarrassed is you telling her of his upbringing in front of his kids, because I could see in his face. There was a moment where, they sat as a family and the mother was just, taking all of the memories, and you could see that, hey man, he's not feeling comfortable with all of this. So bringing up his upbringing is something that will make him feel very embarrassed, which is very, very interesting. But now let's find out from different perspectives on what psychologists say in terms of embarrassment. So psychologists say embarrassment is actually a social bonding emotion. It reminds us that we are human beings. In fact, studies suggest most people experience a genuinely embarrassing moment at least once a week.
What?
Even if they pretend they don't. So each and every week, there's always a moment that's happening that's embarrassing.
Well, uncomfortable or like genuinely embarrassing?
I'm not sure. Just to strike a balance between the two, because embarrassing moment at least once a week. I'm also trying to think of what I mean. There are things normally as people, will just let them pass. But for someone, it's like, hey, dude, that was so embarrassing. Maybe you are at a line in a grocery store and then someone's like, hey, can you borrow me your smart shopper? And like, why didn't you do your own? For someone, it's like, yo, dude, that's embarrassing. Why would you say that to someone?
My response would be, why so serious?
Yeah, that's that. So a lot of us are always experiencing embarrassing moments. As studies suggest that most of us, we genuinely experience embarrassing moments at least once a week. So if you can recall that one embarrassing moment that you had, please share it with us by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, or send your voice note that, hey guys, there was this one embarrassing moment that I was in, which made me feel weird. So before we go on and wrap up this one, I feel like this one also was very embarrassing with me, because it was something, I don't know how to put it, but okay, this is what happened. So back in the days in 2019, there was a WhatsApp app that you could prompt to give you lyrics, to any song that you want. So in 2018, my favorite song was this song, Maxwell. Kana was the...
where he sings high pitched.
Yes, that song.
Da, 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 da,
yeah. So
a woman's was something like that. Yeah.
Woman's work. Woman's work. Yeah, woman's work. So I go to the app and I prompt woman's work. Woman's work. It gives me the lyrics, and then I deleted them. The next day, around late at night after doing my assignment, I'm like, okay, I want these lyrics again. Women's work. I'm typing. It's not giving me anything. Women's work. I think I typed more than 7 times, only to find out that it's the group's class. It's a group. It's the class group chat that I'm prompting. So my friend is like, Arthur calls me. What's women's work?
7 times.
So I'm like, Maxwell lyrics. So starting off, I'm like, Maxwell, women's work. It's not doing anything. I'm like, lyrics, Maxwell, women's work.
At least that's justified. It's just that it happened on a public platform.
But it was so embarrassing.
No, but imagine if
it's embarrassing.
Imagine if it was the title of a song that could give off other different meaning.
Yeah.
So at least more to women, Maxwell, women's work.
Yeah.
Lyrics, women's work. Women's work, Maxwell. It's like, okay, sure, but you just did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, speaking of that, remember when COVID hit? When people would not switch off their cams and whatnot.
Yeah.
Something that didn't happen to me because I try to be careful as much as possible, but we've seen about to whether like
you click and then it goes off and on, it comes back.
Like you're still online, bro. You're still online. Like meeting, as soon as they've given their comment, they didn't mute the mic and about two and about here, whatnot. But the other one I saw was this guy, Kipi Bodlel.
Dish.
Michael, your camera's on. And Tuluguti, it's not even an internal meeting. It's a meeting with a client or a customer.
Yeah. I mean, I think one of those things is just to understand, because some of us, we attended these online classes on bed to a point that you would sleep, and they ask you a question. So Mo, what do you think? It's like, hey, I'm gone. Like you gone with sleep.
But have you ever answered a question tactfully?
How so?
Where maybe you're doing something else, and then Bagbu's a question, and then the way you answer, you know you were not listening, but then you do it in such a way.
You just try to find the key words.
Yes.
You know,
or the topic that
asked.
or the last thing you remember.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
But then there are other people that do answer and show what you haven't been listening.
Immediately you say,
what are you talking about?
You know what was happening is because they ask you, maybe you are washing dishes while you are in class. You wash dishes and then a question pops up and then your name, is called to answer the question, and like, hey, what is natural environment?
I want to so pendulang is photosynthesis.
Yeah, natural environment is an environment that's natural. As simple as that. But it's something that you're caught off guard, and for some it can be an embarrassing moment. But as we wrap up this conversation, the real question is, when that embarrassing moment takes place, do you own up to it, or do you deny that it ever happened? Yay and nay, embarrassing moments makes the best stories. I want to know from you by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. It is 10 minutes past 9. Let's take a short break, and then when we come back, we give you all of your latest news headlines that you missed.
Time like a champ, never rumble. You was on the wrong path, you was young though. You ain't never let it break you, stay humble. We see the light at the end of the tunnel. I see the fire and the pain in my mama's eyes. I was just a little boy, I always wonder why. Cause you couldn't help raise me by a side. I was taught to speak the truth and never tell a lie. But I know you wasn't capable of homicide. You was just a real always down the ride. I thank God that he gave you a second time. You got caught up in the field, but you still alive. For the fam, I know you never jeopardized. All the time that you did it only made you wise. Collect call 30 seconds, I love you. Learned a lot of life lessons from my uncles. This a letter to my pops up top, and it's still cops. I don't eat pork chops, no. ISO, we got the city on lock, it's going down, young jock, yeah. Then they put you on trial. I was just a young child. Gave you 25 to life, all these years gone by. And you never asked why. All you did was pray to God, all you did was waste your time. Now you about to come home, and I'm about to have a child. It's gonna be worthwhile, it's gonna be worthwhile. Remember nights I cried, now we at the finish line.
All these trials, tribulation. All these trials, situations. Trials we be facing, times we was waiting. Now we at the finish line. Now we at the finish line.
Damn near fell, got the call on my cell that my pops got robbed and he got shot up. I was working at SP, that was in KP. I was focused on making me $1. His business got lost, his life almost cost. I was in the parking lot thinking about my grandma. He got sent home back to Trinity, had to make a way up, and some youngins tried to take it off from him. I graduate, had to go to Jersey. It was visits in the state pen. On the other side of the glass, yeah, things moving fast at the time. Now I really couldn't face him. I ain't understand till my mom sat me down like a man. And that day, yeah, it changed me forever. I wanted revenge, but I'ma get it when I make it out. And I put him in that Miami weather. Convos on the WhatsApp got me moving real tight. Cause you never turn your back even when it got spooky. Know for a fact you ain't cut me no slack. You will rewind time, yeah, like it was a movie. But it's real life and we gotta look ahead. Glad you alive, I don't gotta say you dead. Only the strong survive, it's a reason you here. Cheers to the next couple years, yeah. Then they put you on trial. I was just a young child. Gave you 25 to life, all these years gone by. And you never asked why. All you did was pray to God, all you did was wait your time. Now you about to come home, and I'm about to have a child. It's gonna be worthwhile, it's gonna be worthwhile. Remember nights I cried, now we at the finish line.
From this world, running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate above the ground and make eye contact with clouds. Now I'm rising, I'm soaring above. I lose my spark. Living in this crazy time, putting back the pieces of my mind. I know how to run from the dark and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate into the clouds. I'm so high above the ground. I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free. Finally, I wanna be free. I wanna be free. I wanna be free.
It is exactly 16 minutes past 9, and these are the news headlines for this morning. Starting off with your first headline, Cape Flats residents question impact of Operation Prosper. Cape Flats residents say crime and shootings continue despite the military and police deployment under Operation Prosper. Community members feel the operation has not brought lasting safety and argue that deeper social issues are being ignored. Residents report ongoing gang violence and say the security presence has not changed daily life. Many believe the operation lacks clear results and fear it will end without meaningful improvements. What's next is authorities say Operation Prosper will continue, but communities are calling for arrest, intelligence-led policing and social programs to support long-term safety. Our next news headline, 5 hurt as Durban structure collapses during renovations. 5 contractors were injured when a wall collapsed during renovation work in Durban CBD. Emergency services rescued 1 trapped worker and all victims were hospitalized. The collapse happened during construction work using heavy tools. Officials say there were no fatalities, but safety compliance is now under investigation. What's next is the Labour Department will assess safety procedures, contractor compliance and working conditions at the site. Further action may follow if violations are found. On your next news headline, Ngema says the DA stance won't collapse the KZN coalition. DA KZN leader Sithembiso Ngema says the party's impeachment stance against President Ramaphosa will not destabilize the provincial coalition government. The DA supports the impeachment process nationally, but Ngema says this will not impact cooperation with coalition partners in KwaZulu-Natal. What's next is Ngema plans to meet the DA caucus and focus on growing the party's influence ahead of the upcoming local government election. On your last news headline, top SAPS officer charged in precious metals scandal. Senior police officials Ibrahim Kadwa and Feroz Khan were arrested along with a civilian over alleged illegal precious metals dealings following a counterintelligence probe. The arrests involve high-ranking police leaders and form part of efforts to tackle corruption within law enforcement structures. What's next is the accused are expected in court while investigation continue into broader criminal network linked to illicit precious metal trading. That's all for your news headline. Now heading over to your sports news. Starting off with hockey news. Southern Gauteng Western Province claim hockey IPT titles. Southern Gauteng's women and Western Province men were crowned national champions at the 2026 SA Hockey IPT in Johannesburg. Southern Gauteng won a tense women's final, finishing clinically in a tightly contested Gauteng derby. In the men's final, Western Province edged Southern Gauteng in a thrilling high-quality match that went down to the wire. The tournament concluded a week of top provincial hockey, showcasing elite performances and dramatic finals at the University of Johannesburg. On football news, SAFA confirms a 20 million rands VAR rollout for 2026-2027 season. SAFA has confirmed a receipt of 20 million rands in funding to introduce video assistant referee technology in South African football. The rollout is planned for the 2026-2027 season, marking a major step towards improving officiating standards. The funding allows SAFA to begin implementation, training, and infrastructure work, with VAR expected to be used in top-flight competitions. The move follows years of debate around refereeing errors and brings local football closer to global standards. On your last sports news, Chiefs clinch CAF spot with late Sekhukhune win. Kaizer Chiefs secure a return to continental football after beating Sekhukhune United 2-0 in the Betway Premiership. Two late goals sealed the win, with Tashrik Morris breaking the deadlock before Mfundo Vilagazi added a stoppage time penalty. The result confirmed Chiefs' third place finish on the lock and qualification for the CAF Confederation Cup next season, ending a tense evening with a crucial victory. That's all for your news and sports headlines. If you want to share your thoughts and sentiments on these headlines, you can use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show or send us your voice note on 060-493-3226.
Interesting thoughts and thought-provoking conversations is what we have right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. So, something interesting that I want to relay to you guys is, you know how when something happens and it's a crime that really sends shockwaves across the country. People normally talk about, I wish there was a death penalty of some sort. But I don't know if you guys know that at some point in South Africa, we did have a death penalty, right? It's something that existed not so long ago, and it also ties into what happened today in history. But for those that didn't know, it wasn't called the death penalty, it's called capital punishment. And this is when someone creates a crime that is punishable by death. So capital punishment, also known as the death penalty, is when the state legally executes a person convicted of a serious crime. So usually we're talking about murder. And in South Africa, the method of execution was by hanging. So they would tie a rope, have a noose around the person's neck, and they would hang these individuals. And this is something that happened in the apartheid era. So the death penalty is something that actually existed in South Africa. So now, when democracy came, obviously that fell away. But as mentioned, this ties into today in history. But before we dive into that, a little bit of a backstory into capital punishment. So South Africa inherited the death penalty from colonial and apartheid era laws. So during that era, it was used extensively, and the country had one of the highest execution rates in the world. That's insane. South Africa had one of the most highest execution rates in the world, with thousands of people being executed. Well, mostly it was black South Africans. But you and I know that obviously these executions were unlawful. So they were using the law, and I'm talking about the apartheid government, they were using this law to legally, and I put this in inverted commas, legally to execute black South Africans, where your uncle could be taken and he was executed. The same is true, Mo, with, I think, is it Chris Hani or Steve Biko, right?
Yeah.
Where he was beaten in prison, and they say that nothing happened to him, and the autopsies reveal that he was abused in prison, and that also led to his death. But now, talking of these crimes that were punishable back then, crimes punishable by death include murder, rape, robbery with aggravating circumstances, terrorism, as well as treason. So if you committed treason against your country, then you were gonna be hanged. And we know that in SA, this is mostly black South Africans that were being punishable by death. So these executions were carried out mainly in Pretoria Central Prison. And when I used to stay in Pretoria, normally when I come back home, I would drive past the Pretoria prison. So that's where most of these things took place. Sometimes hanging multiple people at once. Right? So that was the apartheid government. But now, this whole thing came to an end in the late 1989, the 14th of November, when the last individual was Solomon Ngobeni, that was executed and hanged. Yeah. And these executions were ordered by F.W. de Klerk. That's why, during his passing, not a lot of people were... In fact, it was just a moment, it was a moment where he was also the president that signed over the apartheid, or signed out the apartheid state into democracy, and handing over the baton to Nelson Mandela. But when people start digging as to
deep,
hey man, what happened, man? It's through this guy that a lot of South Africans died. But anyway, so this only happened on the 6th of June 1995, where South Africa's Constitutional Court, in the landmark case where it was the state versus Makwanyane, and it ruled that the death penalty violated the rights of human, and it violated the right to life and human dignity under the new constitution. So capital punishment was then declared unconstitutional, right? Yeah. But as mentioned, it ties to something that happened today in history. So 6 white right-wing extremist was sentenced to death today on the 11th of May in 1994. So remember, this was constitutionally signed on the 6th of June. So before that, it was still legal. So imagine, even in 1995, walking around, if I do any of these hideous crimes, they'll kill me. And some of these crimes, like treason against your country, that's if you do not choose to obey the apartheid law. You could be hanged. But anyway, on this day, 6 white right-wing extremists were sentenced to death for politically motivated killings during South Africa's transition to democracy, right? So the case symbolized the violent resistance to the end of apartheid and became one of the final death penalty rulings before South Africa abolished capital punishment in 1995.
Very interesting to find out such things, man. Especially when it comes to, as this month is Africa Day, right? I think one of the historical moments that need to be, shined upon is what really happened, the history of South Africans and the history of Africans. Because I think when you just bring them into one room, it makes sense why we relate to other countries when it comes to such things. So it's very interesting to find out such.
Yeah, it is. It is. You know what this reminds me of? Although on a lighter note, have you ever experienced corporal punishment?
Corporal punishment in school or at home?
School mostly. School. So I get it. Let me just make this clear for the Vooka Nation. Mind you, we were just talking about capital punishment, which is the death sentence, and then there's corporal punishment, where at school it was lawful for a teacher to beat a child up.
Yeah, funny enough.
Have you experienced it?
Guys, funny enough, I think all of the grades, I don't think there was a grade where I was not punished. Yeah, and you would see me as that
punished
child.
How?
I would get, what do you call this thing with the feather duster?
Knuckle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that knuckle thing.
I remember my teacher was so tired of me to a point that he put on this crayons in my fingers and squeezed them like this. That's how bad my corporal punishment on my side, because I know Teacher Pule would use feather duster just to hit you, just to put some little discipline. But for me, I mean, people were shocked that you don't look like a child who's troublesome. What's wrong with you? To a point that she was so tired, and she put on crayons in between my fingers and squeezed for 2 minutes, because he would say count.
I mean,
while you're in pain.
There's kids that make a fool out of the teacher.
Yeah.
So, for example, if a teacher holds out a cane, well, that you are shy, the student is quick to. And then you find, let's say, the child is holding his or her hand over a table.
Yeah.
And you can hear with the teacher just keeps on banging the table. Then eventually they have to come up with other ways where it's I'll put a chalk in between your hands, I'll hold your hand,
squeeze,
and then I'll dust your hands.
Yeah, but with me, Shem, corporal punishment, all 5 years of my high school, I was whipped, Shem. Yeah, 5 years, from grade 11, not grade 11, grade 8 to grade 12. Yeah, corporal punishment was a thing, because I remember our principal, if you get hit with a black mamba, because my principal had
black
a
bomb,
huge pipe.
sellotape.
Yeah, it's a huge black pipe, water pipe, PVC, the strong ones. Yeah, he would use this to whip it, in your palms. So that thing was painful.
No, but that's the equivalent of a whip.
Yeah, it was painful.
Yeah, no, I remember the same thing in primary where, I got called off, But you see, here's the difference, and it's something that, mind you, when I think about it as a parent, I'm like, nah, this thing is wrong, right? I think there's other forms of punishment, but I remember myself in shower, officini, and get home and not even tell my parents.
Yeah, why would you tell your parents?
But I remember my principal, same thing, almost like a similar PVC, lengati orange.
Yo, guy,
As Marshall up, Moeketsi office.
And also imagine, being whipped by that pipe in winter, because like it was a very painful experience. I don't want to lie, it was a very painful experience.
So are you glad they took it away from?
Which one?
Your Nanje in schools.
No, I think it brought discipline, guys. More than anything, guys, kids need to be whipped. Like, you need to take the pipes, because I remember it would go to a point that my economics teacher would use, a belt. So what you would do is to lift up your trouser pants and then she would whoop your leg. Ooh, that thing is painful.
And
it brought discipline.
That's like military grade.
I mean, it brings discipline, because to discipline kids, guys, it's very, very difficult.
Look, the Bible does say, I mean, if you spare a child a rod,
whoop the kids.
You are spoiling them.
Yes.
So the Bible, does condone the use of pain as punishment.
Use the rod more than anything.
But I don't know. No, I don't know. We'll talk about it when you're a dad. They lift up like as you were explaining it. And let's just imagine it's the first time you're hearing this thing.
Yeah.
It's like, what heinous crime is this teacher think? Like what do you think of when it's going? Come on.
I think the problem.
You would take it up.
Look,
you would.
One thing I've seen when it comes to you being a parent and experiencing a teacher doing that to your child is a relationship you have with the teacher. If I hate the teacher, then I'm gonna respond. Who are you when to hit my kid like this?
Okay.
Let me do that to you and feel how it is.
Yeah.
But if it's a good teacher, understand this teacher is coming from a good heart, trying to discipline the kid, then I would say, teacher, please, each and every time, each and every time when he or she is troublesome, please give them.
No, that's a good one. That's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point, because obviously it takes a nation to raise a child, and that nation includes your teachers out there. So, but the teachers are young nowadays, like especially when you go to high school. I mean, I had a crush on Miss Barlow. High school.
How old was she?
I wish she was old, but it's like I know
you guys.
So it's
you had
like
a crush on an old woman.
Yeah, so it's like Miss Barlow. I can take punishment from you.
Okay.
Right? I don't mind.
Okay.
Or maybe that was my way of getting attention with that man. I'm not. But anyway, a story for another day when it comes to corporal punishment. It's cool. But anyway, we were talking about capital punishment, which is death sentence. And based on this, I don't know, guys, do you feel like Melibuye, right? And if you are booyah, because previously it was through the noose, where one would have a noose tied around their neck and people were hung.
Yeah.
But if you are booyah, like what are we looking at? Like the electric chair, should it be quick and painless? And whose job is it to deliver the final blow, man? It's a hectic psychological thing. But I know there's people that would take it, man.
Yeah, man. I think also in communities, because we have a lot of troublesome guys, drug smoking guys that would go on Bamoshela Bantu, for example, So if guys, a noose would be a simple solution, because one thing about what do you call this thing? Mob justice, right? When you are attacked by the community, it means the community is tired of you. Like, they're really tired, because back in the days they would use the tire, put the tire around you, pour petrol, you ban. It's charged, because we know,
man, that's hectic.
Like that's eliminating the problem.
You see, that's when people are like tired, like extremely tired.
Yes.
Look, I mean, I know someone right here, on a case manager, because he was involved in a case of mob justice, right?
Yeah.
And it's sad because when you are an accomplice, already you are involved in jail. Yeah,
exactly. Because when now you arrive there and then you like, and then
okay,
you are the one
nah,
who's
better call.
responsible for the death of this guy.
Yeah, so there's also the electric chair as well.
The electric chair, man, is Pella. Once there's load shading, what are we gonna do now? That's
so fun.
It's like now, there's load reduction. You can't use the electric chair. Let's delay. We're going to electrocute him when no. We have so many problems when it comes to electricity in our country.
Okay, there's also the injection here as well. And funny enough, we every morning, every single morning, and some of us at night, whenever we brush our teeth, there is an ingredient called fluoride, right? And we've been told in our toothpaste, we've been told, it's, clean our teeth. But out of the 3 injections that umuntu azitholayo, fluoride is actually one of them. When on the death sentence, so they inject all of these 3, and then I don't know if they end off with fluoride, but fluoride is one of them. So the question, I remember reading this up where it's like, but why is it that fluoride, a lethal ingredient, is also found in our toothpaste? Hence, then you would find about Forever Living, but not. We don't have these things. And I think I might just subscribe to that club where my toothpaste shouldn't have fluoride
in it. Very interesting, because I think more than anything, it's like there's maybe a I don't know what you call it, but just a disclaimer, of this fluoride is used in a processed way to a point that it would not harm people, right? But that's where we find ourselves, even with processed food. I mean, when you look deep into how processed food is prepared, like you would hate to eat food.
This weekend, because I was making noodles. So there's this brand, noodles. Like there's something wrong
it's
here,
not the
right?
one.
So I'm used to Kellogg's, or maybe it's just a case of me being used to it. And I've met people that say no, Kellogg's doesn't taste better. But I remember looking at the branding, the wrapper. I'm like, I don't see any SABS approved or whatnot. So, and at the time, like I'm sitting with my little one, so it made me like question, what are the ingredients that get poured into these things? So, maybe I'm just at a stage where I just need to re-look, get a toothpaste from these brands, and so on and so on. It was the pads of recent that were being questioned. There's some chemicals that could be harmful that will probably cause cervical cancer, right? And this also includes major brands. And so you find Abantu talking about these medicated pads, and people are starting to find alternative ways of living. And I think that's another topic that we can have another day, alternative means. But speaking of crushes in high school, I remember watching Itsotsi and Terry Peto.
Terry Peto.
I mean, they showed her boob live, bro.
While she was
breastfeeding. And it became a topic, man. It did. Did you see it?
I don't know. Maybe they cut out the part after you were born.
But anyway, speaking of celebrities that were born today, Terry Peto is celebrating her birthday. She's turning 45 years old today. She was born today on the 11th of May, 1981. In the Northwest Province, and she's an actress, and internationally, I mean, she's acclaimed for its odds because it won so many awards internationally, and I think she once starred in The Bold and the Beautiful. Yeah, she did.
Really?
Yes.
Terry.
Yeah, Terry. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll look it up and confirm it. But I remember there was a time to a local South African actress is making headway overseas. So she was in The Bold and the Beautiful, and she's South Africa's first Oscar. She internationally acclaimed for Itsotsi, which is South Africa's first Oscar-winning film.
Yeah.
And she's a global ambassador for South African storytelling and women in film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very interesting because I don't know if you remember that Terry Petty was also part of the scandal of the lottery, 25 million that went missing, right? And her home was raided. Some of her properties also were raided. Some of her cars were taken because now they were going through, the investigation. But yeah, the case, fell off. We never got, to get the verdict of what really happened. Uguti, was she really, implicated in those, multiple national lottery scandals that were there, right?
Some things are just, in my opinion, unforgivable. I mean, I see Timali Abantwana. And then I touch like, guys, that's hectic, right? That's hectic. I mean, last week we were having a debate about misuse of funds where I'm given a contract to fix roads. And 2 weeks ago, we were on the road. I mean, imagine ducking, diving on my potholes, which leads to an accident. And when you think, just because, you managed to get away with a couple of mils that should have led to that. Do quality work. Some people don't see those things, but I'm not saying there's places where ungadla khona kunezinye. I think you're fine across the board.
Yeah,
right.
Across the board, it's the same, man.
If Imal is for orphans, let it be for orphans.
Yeah, I mean, you never know that KFC is blowing those 2 rents that we're giving for hope out there, because one thing people are like, guys, can we see where those 2 rents are going? It's now when you start to see some of the organizations. When you go into KFC, you would see the pictures of the organization to say, yes, KFC has donated to this organization of kids, giving hope. KFC has provided over 200 meals in the past, whatever years. So it's those kind of things, because when someone is put in a position to do good and they don't, but they will tell you that I've once did this, it's easy to forget about some of the crimes that they have done.
Yeah, so with publicly listed companies, they have a financial earnings call.
Yeah.
Which is public information where this is how much we made and so on from the different products. Now, I'm not really sure with KFC, right? But one thing about giving back is that you do get them tax rebates, tax savings and all of that. So the question is, with these 2 rands, I really do wonder if it's a case of they do separate them or they bundle it as part of their revenue, and then when it's time for tax season, which is right now, by the way, then they use that as a means of paying for tax. But it's actually the same amount, or it's the same monies that Lamaturand would do, and then when they carry on doing what they always have done.
Yeah.
But then Lamaturand, it's like, no, we'll just use that to pay tax. So it's like more money in their pocket, but it looks like a initiative that is going out to, I don't know, I'm just, asking questions.
Your 2 rands paid tax.
But speaking of global headlines, I mean, last week, Bushiri was in the news.
I mean, I do have a clip that I want to play right now. Can you please find, my screen? While we're doing that, some of the comments came through right there on YouTube. Cat Books coming through. Hello, good morning to you. Saying good morning, Vooka family. Good morning to you. I hope that you're having a very great Monday morning. How was your weekend? And how is this morning for you? And then Nolu Unlimited coming through saying good morning, checking in, wishing you a great week ahead. Thank you so much. Wishing you also a great week ahead. And then Simami coming through saying good morning, Vooka Nation. Happy Monday. #Vooka Breakfast Show. Very good morning to you, Simami. Hope that you're also having a good Monday. So a voice note came through from Uno Tando. We're just gonna listen to the voice note and then head over straight to a video of Bushiri making wonders out there.
Hi Machita. Hi guys, I hope you're good. So on this punishment topic, I remember in grade, I think I was doing grade 10 or grade 11. I'm not sure. So we had a geography teacher here too. This guy, he wasn't looking good, guys. There were false dips when so we would joke. Now this time, he's there. He's in class. Clearly, I remember me and my friends Biskala on the first group. Ukubone is where they separate you guys in groups. We used to sit in front. Now he's there in front teaching, and I am busy drawing him on paper.
Wow.
I'm drawing, and I sent it to my friend. We laughed. So he saw the paper. He saw me passing the paper. Watata, Malbona, and he chose me. I want to get asked, like Mo is saying. I don't know how many times. I wanted better, and I felt it. From that day, I think that motivated me to draw him even more because I did not stop. Thank you guys. It's corporal punishment.
You understand why corporal punishment must be always there, guys? Like, how do you deal with such
but when I learn clearly, clearly, there are people that are addicted to pain.
So she wanted whooping.
She wanted, because when it happened the first time, she kept on doing it over and over again and experiencing that. So it could be a case of Stockholm syndrome, right, where someone is in love with the perpetrator, the pain that they give.
Yeah.
Right, so that's how toxic relationships start.
I mean, look, with me, it's the same thing on how my teacher, upgraded the punishment to using, the crayons.
I didn't know that one wasn't effective.
Yeah, it's not. So I feel like it must be there and it must be kept because more than anything, there's troublesome kids. And you can't say, hey, Tula, to a troublesome. Like, you can't because this kid is actually poking you, to take out some of the emotions that you have kept on yourself because there's different kids in the class. And I think if you do not punish this one, you're giving access to the other kids to mock you. Look, so now you have a whole class mocking you.
There's ways. Whether you tell them to write the sentence, I will behave whenever I'm in class 1,000 times.
Now, the only thing you can do is to threaten them with their marks. When it comes to marks, some of them.
But I've seen these kids that don't care. So.
Zero, right? But yeah, with the 10 minutes that we left, there is some of the trending headlines out there, of course, that are global. I mean, we know that around 2022, 2023, there's an experience we had with a pastor, right? A pastor called Bushiri, and still today there's a case and an extradition for him to be arrested. So a video of him, a controversial Shepherd Bushiri preaching in South Korea, has gone viral on TikTok. The clip shows Bushiri leading a church service with the help of Korean translator. Social media users are reacting strongly, questioning how he is traveling. How is this guy traveling?
International for that matter.
What you need to know, Shepherd Bushiri, also known as Major One, is a Malawi-born preacher and a businessman. He's currently a wanted fugitive in our country, and the viral video has sparked divided reactions with both criticism and support. So let's quickly do this. Let's play the video because I think you would get what we are talking about once we play the video for you. So let's play the video.
I hear the word Juyang.
Yes, my name.
Your name is Juyang. Who's Jusun? Take a microphone. Who's Jusun?
That's my name.
Your name is Jusun. I'm hearing the word Hayan. Hayan. Your name is Hayan. Your name is Hayan. Can I prophesy? 자, go read MC with Gayan. Who is Gayan? Your name is Gayan. Can I prophesy? I see the three of you.
여러분 세 명이요.
At a theological school.
세미나리 신학교를 가는 것을 봅니다.
I'm seeing you studying. I'm still studying.
신학교에서 공부를 하는데요.
I'm seeing you saying, we want to know what God is saying about our lives.
하나님이 우리의 삶에 대해서 뭐라고 말하는지 궁금해합니다.
I saw the finger of the Lord.
하나님의 손가락을 보여주시는데요.
Writing in the atmosphere.
그 하나님이 이렇게 글을 쓰십니다.
That what you are doing right now.
지금 당신이 하는 그 일이.
Don't stop it.
멈추지 말아라.
Because in 2 years from now.
앞으로 2년 후에.
You will be big.
너희들은 크고 창대하리라.
You will never understand yourselves.
너희는 이해하지 못하는 일을 할 것이다.
Take it.
하나님 취하다.
Power of the Holy Ghost.
하나님의 성령.
Why is okay? This is just a lot to process. First thing first. I mean, he is seeing the finger of the Lord in the atmosphere, signing that you are going to be big.
Yeah, that's our prophet right there.
Wow. If I get myself believing such, guys, please kill me like instantly. Like, why would you fall for such things? I mean, I think Bushiri, one thing that he's good at, making research of countries that are in need, of being saved, right? Because if a country is a Christian-dominated country, he would find ways to make research to say, what do these people need? Because more than anything, people who are frustrated and who are seeking, the Lord's way, they want someone to tell them that everything is going to be good.
Yeah.
Hence, it's like, I see you, like I prophesy. Like, he's just naming people.
So there's a thing called cold reading techniques.
Yeah.
And this is a blanket statement that applies to 99.99% of people out there. I can say a simple statement like, hey, so you're pursuing something. There's something that you absolutely want to pursue, but then there's been challenges, right? So the Lord is telling me today, you that is watching right now, if you're sitting on your couch or on your bed, and I'm talking to someone that has a lamp next to their bed. Most people have a lamp next to their bed, right? The Lord is telling me that reach out, and He has a special message for you. The number is, that's cold reading, like it applies to every single person out there. If you want your dreams to be fulfilled, and you've been walking this journey and you haven't yet, so that's one of the things that I see here. But what's funny enough is that this Bushiri is close to home. I know someone that went there and they would defend him tooth and nail.
Yeah.
But manje, Sagabonina, they saw through his lies.
I mean, also, just to find out that some other countries, they don't know who he is. And now, when he's being introduced, that these are some of the works, that Bushiri has done. I mean, Bushiri has a video of him levitating, like walking on air.
He flies.
This man flies, right? And imagine when you get to Korea, people they don't even know anything, because we've seen that outside of Africa, there are countries who don't know much about Africa. Even on social media, not much content is being fed to them.
Remember, also with social, there's countries that block Facebook and these American apps.
Yeah.
So the world is closed off, so they don't know. You're right.
Yeah, and another thing is that they will now soon find out that this person is a fugitive in other countries, like he's being wanted for the crimes that he has done. Then now, the truth will come out, because I think one thing he wants to achieve is to get as a lot of money as he can, so that he can run away. That's what he did in South Africa, right? Get a lot of money, just confuse and lie to the people, then run away. That's one of his, mission.
Why should you pay money to have a sit down with a man of God?
Eish.
Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Money is a gateway to showing you where is your life heading. right? But it's very interesting because Bushiri has been at the center of controversy for years, we all know, due to legal issues in South Africa and his high-profile religious ministry, which continues to attract tension across borders. So what is next is public scrutiny is expected to continue online with renewed attention on his legal status and international movements following the spread of the viral footage. Surely the Korean, authorities, yeah, they are going to be given something to see that this person is wanted.
But you see, here's the thing. What is Bushiri doing that's illegal here? Nothing.
I mean, it's
a church.
Yep.
So he can argue that, but guys, I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm here doing the work of the Lord. Simple as that. Now, if yes, there's cases of money laundering or any shady dealings, then probably. But for what we just witnessed, people give offering freely. So So
more than anything, man. It's some of the things that Bushiri has been on, which is the center of controversy. We want to hear from you as this conversation continue on our social media platform. With the 2 minutes that is left, that's where we are going to leave you and say have a great morning ahead of you. Thank you so much.
Happy Friday, guys. Happy Friday.
To everyone who was watching and commenting, thank you so much. It does not stop here. See you tomorrow, same time, same place, right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. Continuing giving you that energetic start to your day, accompanied by that daily dose of positivity. It was me, Moeketsi, my money, and Mr. B right here, making sure that we keep you warm. And again, tomorrow we are going to be giving you that. So enjoy your day, stay safe, take care, and warm yourself up because winter is right here. Leaving you with some great sounds from King Sis. Wanna be free. Enjoy your day.
Break from this world, running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate above the ground and make eye contact with clouds. Now I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free. Finally, I wanna be free. I wanna be free.
So don't you tell me I am selfish just because I look out for myself. I've been happy, working hard, so I won't have to cry when I'm older. I could have done this or that. I remember when I used to. Don't do it 'cause it doesn't work. I'd rather tell her, shoot your shots. I did it, so I know you got this. We're all living one manifest. You'll get your dreams, just do your best. So don't you tell me I am helpless just because I'm searching for myself. I've been happy, working hard, just so I can say I told you so. I told you so. don't need your approval to be myself. I got that on myself. Gracefully, gotta keep it cozy. I'ma take it slowly, one step at a time till my time is up. Why you stay mad at me? We gon' make mistakes, we gon' disagree. Are you so proud of me? If you just wait and see, you gon'